Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel. This is Monica Love at the Love Messages. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the month of March. This is going to be for mid-March. However, the reading is timeless, okay? So there's no set date or time for the messages within this reading, okay? I also want to mention that there's going to be a change of signs in Saturn. And Saturn is going to be moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. So many people are going through a lot of changes right now, and I'm talking about very big changes. And I feel like this could be affecting many of you in your career or perhaps in your associations, who you decide to associate yourself with, okay? There's also going to be a supermoon happening in the sign of Virgo. So there's a lot to do with health, a lot to do with you know, your work activities, day-to-day activities, things like that. All right. The other announcement that I have is there's a Mercury retrograde is still going on until tomorrow, March 10th. So there is still changes happening for many of you, okay? And delays are still happening. However, that ends tomorrow. So that's really good news. All right. So we're going to pull a couple of universal cards. Now, these could be birthday messages. If you see your number or if your number adds into all of the numbers, then that's great. If your birthday number doesn't show up, you could always just take the number, put it in Google, and find the spiritual meaning, okay? So we have 29, so March 29th. I would say anybody who's on a cusp here, I see cusp energy, 13, 3, and 4, all right? So we have happy family for number 4, all right? This is like people coming together, feeling happy. Some of you could be making a family as well too, or planning to make a family. But nonetheless, this is like, you know, you being connected to your family, okay? And I think family is going to be very important around March, this month. Lots of connecting with family, maybe even talking to family members that you haven't talked to for a while, okay? We have blossoming and abundance. So this is number 3. I feel like there's a transformation happening, not only within you, Aries, I feel like on multiple levels, okay? So, you know, changes in maybe your appearance, you're planning on changing your appearance, or you're doing things to change your appearance. I feel like on a mental level you could be changing, and as well as a spiritual level, okay? So like multiple different levels of changing. And I feel like if this pertains to you and you're doing things to change yourself, or you're doing things to improve yourself, I feel like this is going to bring you abundance. This is something that you should continue to do, okay? So, you know, if you're changing the way you eat, the way you present yourself, you know, maybe doing your hair or doing your makeup, or just doing things to make yourself feel better, not only physically, but also mentally, internally as well too. I feel like there's a lot of changes happening for you here, okay? So, and this could be happening in springtime too, because I feel like, you know, with the flowers blooming and everything's coming out, this is about blooming and this is about spring. So lots of changes happening for you in terms of your personal makeup, okay, who you are as a person. We have 13, we have financial constraints, okay? I feel like this is going to be changing for you, okay? So if you've had some sort of financial constraints, or you feel like things haven't been working out for you in your finances, I feel like this is going to change. Why? Because again, I'm going back to Saturn, okay? Saturn is going to be moving out of Capricorn. Capricorn is a ruler of your 10th house, which is your status in the world, your career, your social standing in the world, okay? So I feel like there's some sort of door that's going to be opening for you here. This is kind of like a door is opening, and there's all these cobwebs, okay? So I feel there's a couple of things I feel with this card, okay? If you're feeling financial constraints, I feel like you could have felt financial constraints for a very long time. But it's also talking about, look at the webs, okay, like the spider webs. This means to me that it's like a spider, okay? A spider has to sit down and weave a web, okay? Because that's their survival. That's how they survive. Spiders survive by planning, okay? So this is about you know, not only looking at the card and saying, oh my God, financial constraint. No, this is a message to you saying that, you know, you have a lot of plans, you have a lot of ideas that you've kind of left, you know, in a closet somewhere. Maybe you have a book somewhere where you wrote a whole bunch of ideas down, you threw it in a closet and you never acted on those. This card is suggesting to me that it's time to open up the closet and take out those ideas. The ideas are the cobwebs. The ideas are the webs of a spider, because a spider uses those webs to create a life for itself. So this is about the ideas that maybe you've put away in a closet. You haven't been really focusing on those. That's asking you to focus on those, and also to get ready for changes to happen, because this door is opening here, meaning there's going to be some sort of changes that are taking place. And when the door opens, it means that there's an opportunity. Okay, so 1 and 3 equals 4, so we have 4 here twice. If your birthday is April 4th, I feel like this is a strong message for you. 1st or 3rd, these are really strong messages for all Aries, but I feel specifically that number 4 equals a huge, it's a transformation. Okay, 4 is also about support. It talks about the 4 pillars, which is focusing on your support here. Okay, so there's some sort of ideas that you have that you need to act upon. That's what this card is saying, and it will help with your financial constraints. You have card 21. This is for those of you who are on a cusp. Even if you're not on a cusp, even if you're just really drawn to this card is the strategy card, okay? And you know, it's right beside financial constraints. So this is about using your strategy, using your ability to, you know, using your ability to use your strategy to help yourself with these financial constraints. So you do have strategy, and you do have a strong way of thinking about things, okay, in order to benefit you, okay? So this is about being strategic. I don't know if these are coins, but it looks like they're coins on the side here. So again, and this is about a journal. Look at the journal here. So this is about a journal log. This is about strategizing what you want right now in this time. Whatever it is, you can have it, and you have the key here. All right. The last card we have for you, Aries, is the World card. Okay, so something is coming to an end. There's something that's coming to completion. You're completing something. And like I said, because Saturn is coming out of Capricorn, a lot of you could be completing very important projects in your career. Okay, and some of you could be completing traveling, or you know, maybe you traveled recently. There's some of you could just be maybe closing off a certain cycle with somebody in your life. Okay, and this is going to be a new beginning, a new journey for you. And I also feel like if there is some sort of cycle ending, a lot of you are ending a cycle with someone, but at the same time, I feel like this cycle that's ending for you is going to make you want to focus on other things that are more important, like your family, and, you know, growing into the person that you want to become. All of these things, like whatever cycle's ending with you and someone, I feel like you're going to be focusing more on yourself and focusing more on, you know, what really matters to you. All right. So this is what I'm feeling for your general birthday messages, or your general messages. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. We're going to see what's coming in for you. We're going to do the general spread that I usually do, the heart of the matter. I call it the heart of the matter, the root of the matter, which focuses on your past, your current energy, present energy, and any other additional information will be at the bottom of the reading. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries. I feel like this is going to be a very powerful time for many of you, because your birthday is coming up at the end of March. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes happening for you, okay? A lot of changes. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it there. We're going to do 3 rows for this week. Bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so very interesting that you have the 5 of Wands in reverse, because that's fire energy. That's you. Could be other people that are around. I feel like maybe in the past, there could have been some sort of, like arguments or some sort of disagreements or some sort of competition with you and somebody. And this could have really taken a huge blow to your sense of self-worth, or, just the feeling of, where am I at in my life right now? Like this is something that may have challenged you. Okay, some of you could have been challenged in your recent past. But I also feel, Aries, within your reading, I see the 9 of Cups right at the center of your reading. And like I say, the heart of the matter is at the center, is at the root of the reading. And you have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so this is suggesting to me that even though maybe recently you've kind of gone through a little bit of changes, a little bit of disconnect with other people, a lot of you had like issues with trust, or heartbreaks and stuff like that. I feel like finally things are going to be coming together for you, okay, in the month of March. Okay, so this is after things have been very challenging for you. You have the 9 of Cups energy here coming in to fulfill you, and this is emotional fulfillment. It's not only having fun and enjoying yourself. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is about really positive, good things that are going to be coming in for you. And I hope you're ready for this, okay? Because there's a huge a level of abundance coming in, okay? So let's start at the top of your reading. I feel with the 4 of Swords here in reverse, you're kind of over something. You're maybe over, somebody who didn't treat you right in the past. Maybe there was some sort of disagreement that happened. I'm picking up from the 4 of Swords with the 3 of Swords here is that somebody does not want to be bothered with drama. Someone doesn't want to be bothered with, lies, deception, all of these things. If there's something like that that's happened towards you, I feel like you're turning a blind eye to it with this 2 of Swords here. It's almost like see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil kind of energy here, okay? So I'm really feeling, Aries, that you are going to start, and if you haven't done this already, some of you have already done this because it's in the past energy up here. I feel like you're gonna start focusing on things that really matter to you, okay? Things that really make you feel happy, things that are going to be, making you feel good, okay? Yes, other people are important here. Yes, your family's important, and the family card came up twice here. So family is really important to you. Your mother, your father, your children, your grandparents, whoever, brothers, sisters, siblings. But I really feel strongly the energy that I'm getting here is that you are not going to be focusing on things that are not important to you, okay? People that are not important to you. People that, I feel here, and usually your readings are not about love. I usually see a lot of pentacles, which, as you can see at the bottom here, there's a lot of pentacles. But I also feel like there is an issue here with maybe a water sign. It could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm feeling, and this could have been the recent past, or it could have been, recently. Some of you are still dealing with these water signs now, but I feel here strongly, and I have to say it, okay? And you could take it if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine too. Somebody here has made a lot of promises, okay? And these cards are in reverse. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this could be somebody who's come back to you many times around, and they've promised, they've said, I'm going to change, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And, I feel like this person, whoever this person is that's coming up in your reading, and they don't have to be a water sign, but I'm picking up on water energy here. I'm also picking up on earth energy, but water and earth and air is very strong in your chart. You don't really, in your reading, you don't really have fire energy right now in your chart. So these water signs, or water sign keeps coming back, and, they make promises. Oh, I'm going to improve. I'm going to change. I'm going to be a better person, all of this, blah, 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 blah. But I don't see this person changing. You know what I think, Aries? I really think that this person is waiting on you to give them the green light so that they can move forward with you. I also feel like this person looks up to you a lot, okay? I feel like this person is always looking at you because you're a leader. And anything that you do, they seem to copy, or they seem to be drawn to something that you're doing, okay? And this could be a very big problem for many of you because you want to be your own independent person, and you want other people to be their own independent person as well too. Okay, because the Nine of Cups here, it also refers to somebody who is emotionally satisfied with themselves. Okay, this card doesn't have anybody else in it. It has one person who's sitting there happy, looking happy. So this is about, you know, if you are in a relationship, or you want to be with somebody, or whatever your situation is, I feel strongly here your reading is referring to somebody being able to kind of stand on their own 2 feet. You know, it's nice to be in a relationship with someone, but you want this person to emotionally be stable. And I think somebody here is not emotionally stable with the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Page. So depending on which type of people you're dealing with here, I feel like these people, some of you are dealing with somebody who changes a lot, like they're not really stable. And I feel like emotionally they're not really stable here, okay? And this could be something that you want to avoid with the Two of Swords here at the top of the reading. You may say, you know what, enough's enough. Like I need my space. I kind of, you know, I need to really just focus on my happiness here because this is what matters right now to me. So this is what I feel like your energy is right now. You're kind of blocking things out with this Two of Swords. If it's not in reference to your happiness, then you're blocking it out here. And I feel like by you doing this, Aries, if this is what you're doing, and this could be for the cross watcher too, depending on how it resonates with you, but this is what I'm picking up. I feel like this is what's going to lead you to your abundance and your happiness, okay? Because now you're saying, you know what, no, if you're coming to me, you know, if you're coming to me where you're not fully involved, or you're not fully putting in work 100%, then maybe this isn't for me, okay? This is what I'm seeing here with your energy. And we're going to clarify these cards, but let's get through the reading first, okay? So 10 of Cups with the 9 of Cups, lots of fulfillment and abundance coming to you, but you will have to remove things that are not in your best interest. And I feel like there could be a lot of things around you that you may not be aware of right now. I think after the full moon happens, you will experience this. Okay, so whatever's not in your highest best interest, you're going to be blocking it out, or you've been doing this. And I feel like you've already been doing this. You have the Hangman and the 8 of Cups here. Okay, a lot of you are indecisive about something. Okay, my question to you is, for this reading, what is it that you're indecisive about? You need to make a decision about something that is maybe holding you back from being happy. Okay, some of you, I feel like some of you in the past have made a decision about this issue that keeps coming up, but it's going to come up again because some of you haven't completely maybe let go of something, maybe something that you've wanted to walk away from, or something that you've wanted to kind of just say, you know what, I've had enough. Because I feel like the Two of Swords and the Hangman are they're two cards that for me symbolize I've had enough. Like I've had enough. Like the Hangman is like I'm almost out the door kind of thing. So this reading is about what is really going to make you happy. And I think that if you've been questioning something, or you've been thinking about maybe making a move or doing something differently, this is going to come up again, and this could be surfacing around the full moon for you, okay? So I feel strongly that some of you are going to be walking away from a water sign. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Some of you are really strongly, I see Pisces really heavy here in your reading. Some of you are choosing to walk away from someone because, or it doesn't have to be someone, it could be a thing that you're walking away from because it's not serving your higher self emotionally. Okay, emotionally, it's not serving you anymore. Okay, now at the bottom of your reading, which is additional information and could be about people coming towards you, all of that, I feel like all of these cards are in reverse. And you did have the financial card that came up that could be an issue for some of you. I strongly feel here that during the month of March, especially because, you know, we had tax season and all of that, I feel like you're going to be revamping your financial situation, okay? And a lot of you have to maybe think about this before you decide to walk out on something, okay? If you're deciding to leave a job, or you're deciding to leave a relationship, or you're deciding to leave something, you're leaving behind these cups, okay? This is what this person's choosing to do. And you have the full moon here. So this is something that's going to be very, very big for many of you. And it could be something that is very important for you to understand, all right? So what I'm seeing here for you is there is a strong reevaluation that needs to happen when it comes to your finances. You have the Four of Pentacles here in reverse. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are going to watch this and say, Monica, did you shuffle the deck properly? I shuffled the deck. This is how they came out. And you had the financial challenging card. So there's a strong message here. A lot of you want to have this independent wish fulfillment, wish abundance happening for you, and I feel like it's going to happen for you. However, there's something that you strongly need to reevaluate, okay? Before making this decision to walk away from something, it could affect your finances. So if you decide to walk away from this relationship, job, whatever it is that's financially supporting you now, you have to be ready to suffer the consequences. And I don't want this to be negative reading. I'm just telling you what I see in the cards, okay? So it could be your reading, it may not be your reading. But I feel like there's a strong wish here for you, for fulfillment and abundance, okay? So let's clarify this Nine of Cups here. What's this Nine of Cups in the center here for Aries, please? Okay, so you are done struggling in something. There's something that you're struggling in, okay? I feel like some of you may feel like you're working really hard on something, but you're not getting the results that you want with this Ten of Wands here in reverse. And this is your energy, Ten of Wands. So you are dropping the burden of constantly investing into something that's maybe not making you happy here. This is what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's clarify the Eight of Cups and see what's going on with the Eight of Cups. Because remember, if you walk away from something, I feel like if you walk away from something, the result may not be what you really wanted, okay? The result may not be what you really want, because this person with the Eight of Cups is walking away, but look what they're walking into. They're walking into the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is you walking away from something. Queen of Wands in reverse. And a lot of you, I feel like you have this indecisiveness about whether or not you want to walk away from this situation. What does Aries need to know right now in terms of the situation? What's the most important thing they need to know right now? Okay, so you got the King of Cups. What else? What else? Okay. So this, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is about clarity. This has something to do with bringing clarity. I feel like because there was a Mercury retrograde, there could have been some sort of miscommunication between you and someone else. I definitely feel like there's a water sign here. Some of you are dealing with a water sign in your business, or it could be in your life or in your relationship. Some of you feel like this person hasn't been completely honest with you. There's been some sort of deception, and this is like, I've seen deception a lot in your readings here, okay? You know what I'm picking up on, Aries? I'm picking up that some of you haven't forgiven somebody for something, or they haven't forgiven you. And this is causing some sort of conflict. This is why you had the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You know, when I do your readings, Aries, they're usually not this complicated, but this reading is really complicated. There's something going on behind the scenes for you. And I feel the strong, like, the strong message for you here in this reading, and I'm going to be straight up with you, you need to really consider if you're going to walk away from something. You need to think before you act in something that you are going to pursue, okay, at this month, all right? Some of you want to break free from something because you want to be happy. But you need to reevaluate what makes you happy. Why are you doing what you're doing, okay? Are you doing it to meet an ends, or are you doing it because you have a vision? Because somebody could do something and have a vision and go with it and do it, or somebody could just do something just because they're like, oh, I'm just going to do it because I can do it. So this is really about, some of you took some time out to think about something and you think, okay, I've taken time out to think about it. I've made my decision. I don't feel like you've made a decision about something. And I think you really have to, you don't have to, it's just my opinion on these readings, but I really think you should reconsider walking away from something. If you are going to walk away from something, you did have the World card, something is coming to an end. But I think that if you have to walk away from something, if you really have to walk away from something, you have no other choice. Create a plan for yourself. Okay, you had the journal card as well too. Write things down, make a plan. Don't just do things haphazardly. I feel like a lot of you are going into something, you're doing something and you're not thinking about it. And this could be a huge consequence for you. Okay, this is a major warning here. Okay, especially financially. This is a major warning here for you. Let's get an outcome and advice for you. And this is a very specific message. This is how it came out. Some of you may not resonate with this, but there's a warning here, okay? Warning. And I think I'm going to put that in the title, warning, advice, and outcome. So again, this is about you running to a new direction. A lot of you are running into a new direction. This could be a new relationship, a new job, a new way of life, a new way of doing things, leaving a job. There's something that's ending here. But the message here for you, when you're moving into this new direction, when you get some sort of communication on doing something, don't just run and do it. Think about it. Think very long and hard before you make a decision, because once you make this decision, Aries, that's it. There's no turning back. And most importantly, think about your emotional fulfillment as well too. And also those who are really important around you. If you have children, if you have family members, think about how this is going to affect them as well too. Okay, don't just go on impulse and don't just go based on emotions. Some of you, and this is one more message I have for some of you are dealing with a water sign. Okay, if you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I feel like some of you are making this decision because somebody maybe hurt you or did something bad to you or didn't treat you nice and was maybe dishonest, and you're like, I got to get out of this situation. I don't care what I have to do. I want out. I want out. Somebody wants out here. Okay, and I feel like this has something to do with a water sign. And I think even if this person did hurt you or they did something that wasn't nice to you, don't close yourself off because of this person. Continue doing what you need to do. But don't let that stop you, okay? Don't base your decision based on this water sign and then mess your whole life up because of one person. Kind of energy is what I'm seeing here, okay? So that's what I see for your reading. Like I said, it's a super, super general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you, but that's a very specific message for somebody who is deciding to leave. You're deciding to end things or leave or move out of a situation, but you could be influenced by somebody or some situation that's maybe not for your highest good. So just keep that in mind, all right? Okay, so let's get into the moon messages. The moon messages are for this full moon happening in Virgo. This is how the moon is going to affect you, and the super moon is going to last for, I think, 6 months. I'm not too sure about that, but you can look it up online. So let's start off with the yellow. If you chose the yellow bottle, we have Lilith. Okay, so this is Scorpio here. So you might want to look up Lilith and see how Lilith may affect you during this time. Based on this card, I'm just going to go based on the card. I'm not going to get into too much of the astrology because this is a tarot channel. I strongly feel like there could be some sort of temptation around the full moon here with this Lilith card. And you may be discovering some things about your sexuality during this time, okay? Especially if you have a partner. I feel like this is going to affect you in a way where the moon here is not, the moon here is kind of like at a crescent. Okay, so you see it's slowly filling. So I feel like this is going to be, there's going to be some sort of changes for you around the new moon. So this full moon, you're going to be preparing for something, and during the new moon, this is when it's going to manifest. Okay, this is what I'm feeling here with this card if you chose that. A lot of manifestations are going to be happening for you around the new moon. So the new moon, find out where the new moon is happening. I feel like the new moon is happening in, I feel like it's happening in your sign, Aries. Yeah, so if it's happening in your sign, this is really going to affect you. Whatever you're doing now, it's going to affect you with this new moon. Check out where the new moon is happening, okay? If you chose the green, we have Gaia, which is Mother Earth. So this is about you becoming more in tune with your relationships, okay? Because we have Libra here, and Libra is associated with relationships, and Gaia is the Earth, which is Venus, okay? The Earth is Venus energy. I feel like the Earth is Venus energy with this Libra here. This is about being more loving in your relationships, more loving and connecting with people on like an emotional, aesthetic kind of way. All right. Some of you are going to be focusing on your aesthetics, like your beauty, your hair, your body, your makeup, all of that, if you chose this card. Okay. And the last card we have here for you is Demeter. Okay. This, I feel strongly, this is Virgo energy. So this is really going to affect, if you pick this card, you're going to be affected the most by this super moon. And I feel like this is going to be a little bit, there could be some shocking information that you receive, or some sort of like illusion that you have to fight off, okay? This card is like really, I don't know, I feel like there's an illusion kind of energy here, okay? And there's a bit of a wildness. Some of you are going to be like partying, and I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I'm picking up like being wild and like carefree kind of energy here. I feel like if you pick this card, there could be some sort of information or news you hear in the next 2 days that maybe you weren't expecting it. You weren't expecting certain news. This is what I'm seeing here in this card. All right. So that is my reading for you, Aries. We're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. As always, comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.